Good morning, students. I am going to continue your lesson from your snapshot, the first chapter, The Summer of Beautiful White House, page number 5. Yesterday we have seen in the last video that when Moral was riding on the horse, and after 5 minutes when he arrived, they both were just totally wet. Now the next stanza. The sun was coming up. Now it was my turn to ride, I said. My cousin Moral got off the horse. Ride, he said. I leaped to the back of the horse and for a moment knew the most awful fear imaginable. The horse did not move. Kick into the muzzles, my cousin Moral said. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? We have got to take him back before everyone in the world is up and about. I kicked into the muzzles of the horse. Once again it reared and snorted, and then it began to run. I did not know what to do. Instead of running across the field of irrigation ditch, the horse ran down to the road of vineyard of Dicrane, Halabian, where it began to leap over the vines. The horse leaped over 7 vines before I fell. Then it continued running. My cousin Moral came running down the road. I am not worried about you, he shouted. We have got to get the horse. You go this way and I will go this way. If you come upon him, be kindly, I will be near. Now reared means raised. Snored means breathed out. Now the explanation of the stanza. The sun was almost up and Aram told him that this is now his turn to ride on the horse. Moral got out of the horse and Aram sat on the horse. He was fearful and the horse did not move. Moral tried to guide him by using that he should kick into the muzzles and told him that he should hurry because they have to take the horse back before everyone wakes up. Aram kicked into the muzzles of the horse, to which the horse again raised and breathed out. The horse began to run. Aram did not know what to do next. The horse started going towards the road and that leads to the vineyard of Dicrane, Halabian. It begins to move over the vines and Aram fell down. The horse continued to run and Moral came running down and he shouted towards Aram and he said he is not worried about Aram but he needed to find the horse. The both were different. Then they both went into different ways to find him. He instructed Aram to be kind if he saw him anywhere. Now the next stanza. I continued down the road and my cousin Moral went across the field toward the irrigation ditch. It took him half an hour to find the horse and bring him back. All right, he said, jump on. The whole world is awake now. What we will do, I said. Well, he said, we will either take him back or hide him until next morning. He did not sound worried. I knew he had hide him and not take him back. Not for a while at any rate. Where will we hide him? I said. I know a place, he said. How long did you steal this horse? I said. It suddenly dawned on me that he had been taking these early morning rides for some times and had come for me this morning only because he knew how much I longed to ride. Dawn means appeared. Now the explanation. Aram looked for the horse down the road and Moral went towards the irrigation ditch. He came back after 30 minutes with the horse. He told him to jump over as the whole world would wake up. Then Aram asked what would they do to which Moral told him about 2 options. Take him back or hide him until tomorrow. Moral was not worried and Aram knew that Moral would hide him somewhere and not take him to the place where he had. Aram asked him where Moral would hide him. Moral told him about a place to know which would be perfect to hide the horse there. Aram eagerly asked him when he stole the horse. It appeared to him that Moral had been taking the horse for morning rides for quite some time and he showed up this morning to ask Aram to ride along because he knew that he was longing to ride now. अब यहाँ पर Aram को जो है समझ में आ गया था कि Moral जो है उसने हॉर्स को बहुत दिन पहले ही चुरा लिया था और हर रोज़ वो शायद उसकी राइड अर्ली मॉर्निंग लेता था, मगर आज ही वो सिर्फ Aram के पास आया था कि उसे पता था कि Aram कितना मन से इच्छा कर रहा था कि हॉर्स राइड वो करे और उन्होंने वहाँ पर कहीं जाकर उसे छिपा दिया एक जगह पर. Who said anything about stealing a horse? He said. Anyhow, I said, how long ago did you begin riding every morning? Not until this morning, he said. Are you telling the truth? I said. Of course not, he said. But if we are found out, that's what you are to say. I don't want both of us to be liars. All you know is that we started riding this morning. All right, I said. He walked the horse quietly to the barn of a deserted vineyard, which at one time had been the pride of a farmer named Faith Vazian. There were some oats and dry alfalfa in the barn. We began walking home. It wasn't easy, he said, to get the horse to behave so nicely. At first I wanted to run wild, but as I have told you, I have a way with a horse. I can get it to want to do anything I want it to do. Horse understands me. Alfalfa, a flowering plant, that means here. Now the explanation. Moral shuts him down by asking a counter question about who talks about stealing a horse. अब जब आराम ने उसने क्वेश्चंस किए कि तुमने कब से राइड करने लगा और ऐसे, तो मोराल ने एक क्वेश्चन उसे कहा, हु टॉक्स यू अबाउट स्टीलिंग अ हॉर्स? कौन कह रहा है उसे चुराने की? आराम ट्राइड टू चेंज द क्वेश्चन बाय आस्किंग हिम सिंस हाउ लॉन्ग हैड ही वाज राइडिंग द हॉर्स एवरी मॉर्निंग. अब आराम ने अपना क्वेश्चन चेंज कर दिया और कहा कि कितने समय से तुम ये मॉर्निंग राइड हॉर्स के साथ कर रहे हो. मोराल ने कहा मॉर्निंग was the horse every morning. The moral told him that the morning was the first time. Aram was not convinced and asked him if he was telling the truth. उसने कहा कि नहीं आज ही सुबह, मगर अरम जो है बिल्कुल भी satisfied नहीं था. अब मोरल क्या कहता है? मोरल said if anyone asked Aram, he should say that it was the truth. He further added that he did not want them to be liars, but they had to say only this. Aram agreed, and Moral walked the horse quietly towards the barn of a deserted vineyard. It belonged to a farmer named Fitwazian. The Bram had some oats and alfalfa. They started walking home. Moral told Aram that if it was not easy to get the horse to behave nicely as it wanted to run with at first. He told him again that he had a way with the horse and he would get them to whatever he wants to Horses understands him. Again he said the same thing. Moral says that he knows how to tackle the horses and he had an understanding with this horse here. How do you do it? I said. I have an understanding with the horse, he said. Yes, but what sort of an understanding? I said. A simple and honest one, he said. Well, I said, I wish I knew how to reach and understand like that with a horse. You are still a small boy, he said. When you get to be a 13, you will know how to do it. I went home and ate a hearty breakfast. The afternoon, my uncle Khusro came to our house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in the parlor, sipping and smoking and remembering the old country. Then another visitor arrived, a farmer named John Byro, an Assyrian who, out of loneliness, had learned to speak Armenian. My mother brought the lonely visitor coffee and tobacco, and he rolled a cigarette and sipped and smoked. And then at last, sighing sadly, he said, my white horse, which has stolen last month, is still gone. I can't understand it. My uncle Khusro became very irritated and shouted, it's no harm. What is the loss of a horse? Haven't we all lost the homeland? What is this? Crying over a horse. A parlor, a sitting place in a house. Explanation. Aram amusingly asked him how he controlled the horse, to which Moral said he has an understanding with the horse. Aram asked him what sort of understanding did he have with him, which Moral told him, a simple and honest one. Aram confessed he would also like to know how to have an understanding with a horse. Moral assured Aram by saying that he is still a small boy and he will learn when he will be 13. Aram went home and ate a breakfast. That day his uncle Khusro visited his house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in a parlor and was remembering the old country when a person came to visit him. He was John Barrow, a farmer who learned to speak Armenian because of loneliness there. His mother brought Byro some coffee and tobacco. He sipped and smoked and told them about the missing white horse who has stolen last month and he is not able to find it. Khusro roared again that it's no harm and shouted that why he was crying over a lost horse when they had lost their own homelands here. और यहाँ पर अरम ने मोराल से वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ हॉर्स कैसे वो भी सीख पाए ऐसा उसने क्वेश्चन किया, तो मोराल ने उसे, वो छोटा बच्चा है अभी, जब वो 13 का हो जाएगा तब वो भी सीख जाएगा, ऐसे उसे कन्विंस किया। अब आराम ने जाके अपने घर पे ब्रेकफास्ट किया। उसी दिन दोपहर में उनके घर अंकल खुशरो आए, उन्होंने कॉफ़ी पे आए, उन्होंने कॉफ़ी और सिगरेट अपने घर पे बैठक में उन्होंने वो पिया। उनके साथ कंपनी उस समय एक विजिटर भी आया था जिनका नाम था जैन बैरो। वो एक एसिरियन था, उसने आर्मेनियन सीखा क्योंकि वो यहाँ पे अकेला था। उसने भी ये भाषा यहाँ सीख ली थी, मगर वो भी आया, उसने भी कंपनी की अंकल खुशरो को उनकी मदर ने उन्हें भी कॉफ़ी और टोबैको ला के दिया। और कुछ समय बाद उन्होंने उदास होकर कहा कि उनका जो एक वाइट हॉर्स था वो 1 महीने से गुम चुका है, वो अभी तक उसे नहीं ढूंढ पा रहे हैं। और उनका अंकल खुसरो की जो आदत थी, उन्होंने वापस यही चिल्लाकर गुस्से में कहा कि तुम एक घोड़े के घूमने पे रो रहे हो, हम सब ने तो अपना मूल घर ही छोड़ दिया, मूल हमारा घर हमने, होमलैंड हमने हमारा लॉस्ट कर दिया, इस पे रोने की कोई ज़रूरत आपको नहीं है। हम आगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में इस चैप्टर को पढ़ेंगे। थैंक यू।